Back home now, the Treasurer has warned that we are in for some tough times ahead. Interest rates are rising, the cost of essentials are getting more expensive, and energy prices are going up too. With inflation remaining stubborn and the budget firmly in the red territory, Jim Chalmers says cash handouts are just not an option. The RBA Governor, Philip Lowe, will also deliver a speech today about inflation and interest rates. And this is as the nation faces mounting criticism, or the RBA faces mounting criticism for that soaring inflation, not being able to get it under control. Let's go live now to Joel Philp. Joel, this comes as an independent review into the central bank does ramp up.
Yeah, that's right, Laura. Look, this review, which was actually launched by the Treasurer himself, is the first independent review into the central bank in 4 decades, and 9 papers are reporting that it is indeed ramping up now, with the review talking to economists, interest rate experts and policymakers, and that there are open concerns about the makeup of the Reserve Bank Board and its overall governance. So the Governor, Philip Lowe, and his team were heavily criticised for some of the advice they gave during the COVID era, as late as last November, when they said the cash rate wouldn't be rising above that historic 0.1%, most likely until 2024. So here we are, less than a year later, with the cash rate sitting at 2.35%. The Greens have called for his resignation, but both major political parties are not keen to lump criticism on the Governor. Here's the Treasurer on that topic.
So I try not to personalise it. I've never taken pot shots at the Governor. I don't see my RBA review as some sort of effort, some sort of witch hunt about personalities in the Reserve Bank. But Phil Lowe will be speaking later today, and he'll be providing his thinking and the context around the decisions that he's taken. That's appropriate. My focus is on my job and what I can do.
And Laura, the Governor is due to give that speech at 12:30 today Eastern in Sydney.
OK, the Treasurer also not promising any immediate relief from the cost of living crisis either.
That's right. It looks like we're going to have to wait for the upcoming budget. And his key message really is that he doesn't want the government to be putting forward any policies that fan the flames of inflation, that they'll have to focus on things, modest measures that can increase productivity, things like helping for cost of living, for medicines, for childcare, and to reduce TAFE fees. But the Treasurer is still warning that Australians should brace for tough times ahead.
Unfortunately, Laura, I think the inflation's got a little way to run yet, and the Reserve Bank Governor has said that people should expect further interest rate rises as well. And so I think, to level with your viewers, I think it will still get more difficult before it gets better, but it will get better. I'm still confident, I'm still optimistic about the future of our economy and the future of our country, but we do have to navigate some pretty tricky terrain.
We are seeing significant pressures on cost of living which are affecting Australians, and the real question is for the Treasurer and for the Albanese Labor government, what is the plan to deal with the cost of living crisis that Australians are facing?
And Laura, that demand for a comprehensive plan is the main line that we've really been hearing from the opposition over the past few weeks. Of course, the budget is due to be handed down on October 25.